following the signs. Hey, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, all placements. This is going to be your reading. Welcome to 2026. I feel like this is also like a welcome to a new version of you too. And there is a message here for someone, all of you here. Just regarding like to acknowledge inexperience, when we are operating in a new way or when we're learning new things or maybe we're in a new place, like it's okay to be gentle with that learning process, like a small rosebud slowly opening up. We don't need to rush anything when it comes to the learning process or how you're making your moves. Like there's a need here to acknowledge that life loves you and life accepts you as you are. And yeah, let's just see where this reading goes. Let's see, Sag. What has been going on around you? What is coming up for you at the time of this reading, whenever it finds you? I feel drawn to say this is a timeless reading, so, whenever you are watching this, there's something here for you. I actually got chills as I sat down to do this reading for you, just when I was really putting my intention into meditating on Sag energy. And some of you are very much destined for greatness and big things in life. All right, we've got the lady and we've got the dog. You could have a darker complexion. Could be from another nationality to me. This could also represent, a feminine in your life, maybe a close friend who was once loyal, but, has some dark aspects to themselves. This could be a friendship maybe that's ended or a relationship that's ended here. But it's like with the grave, something must end in order for something new to begin. This could even be representing, your own version of you, Sag, coming into that message that come through. I feel like you've got a strong loyalty to yourself, or maybe at one point you had a strong loyalty to past things, past versions of yourself that maybe you identified with for a long period of time. This could be things such as addictions. This could be less boundaries, the way that you operated at some point. But something here is transforming. There's an end to an old way of being or some loyalty that you did have either with somebody or with a past version of yourself. Yeah, we've got the child at the bottom of the deck here. When they start to walk, it's a couple of steps, boom, falling over. And most of the time, they are very eagerly getting back up to try again. There's not that shame on themselves for what they've, that they didn't quite make it. So there's something really inviting you to accept this fresh energy of yourself, to go gentle and to nurture yourself as you would a child. Is there anything more to come out here with Sag? Got the stork and the rider. That is interesting. Things may have felt stagnant for some time. And we've also got the tree in between the stork and the rider. You may have been waiting on something. We do have the stork in reverse here. It's usually incoming news, announcements, or the arrival of something. But it's like maybe something for you recently didn't quite come in. This could have been from a friend. But the tree is like becoming rooted in yourself, being very grounded. And also, they take their time. Trees, they start as a tiny seedling and they grow in all those stages until they're something so strong within themselves that it'd take probably tsunami, hurricane, something very powerful to uproot them. Something is growing. And with the appearance of the rider here, this could be like an unexpected trip. This could be something coming towards you, something incoming. Could be a message, could be a person. Someone on a horse, like we are in the year of the horse, like someone's got back up here. And yeah, is really looking at what can grow within them. And maybe you have big sights set for yourself, and you can see the end result looks very powerful, looks very strong within. Could be something with your lineage as well, family roots could be symbolic here. Something could be growing with a friend. Maybe there has been an end to communication. Something with a friend could have really stagnated you at one point, or had you operating in a way that you've really grown out of. You've outgrown like these past versions of you that maybe people who once knew you knew that version of you. And these could be people, from your childhood, from your family, distant relatives that you don't spend a lot of time with. And something has really changed within you. Got the 1, 5, 29, 18, and 8. They could be age or birth dates. I don't think anyone here is 5 or 1. Let's see where this goes, Sag. I'm feeling drawn to the dice. Let's see what wants to come out for Sagittarius. What is the energy astrologically telling them? Got Scorpio here. We also have Mercury, and we have 1. This has come out in the last 3 readings I've done. Number 1. 1s represent new beginnings, don't they? Based on how I use this dice, the 1 is often representing that first house. You could have Scorpio in Mercury in the first house. I personally have a Mercury in Scorpio. So it's like the way that you communicate is, quite intense to some, or it could be, or maybe someone that you dealt with. But it's like when Mercury is in Scorpio, it's like it's going where the others don't go. It's wanting to actually get to the bottom of things. And also like looking in and analyzing things that not many do, things that can be quite, quite frightening to others. There's something powerful in the way you use your words and the way that you do speak here. Oh no. Energy got so strong, my labradorite popped out of my ring. And it's funny because I've just been thinking, wow, this has not happened for a bit. But we might take that as a bit of a sign here. So what is all this regarding? Messages for Sag. What do they need to know right now with all this info? What is going on around them? Awakening. The moon and summer. Again, this energy is, this could be, I think just collectively, everyone is going through such transformations after last year. Like we've now stepped into the after effects of what was shedded over 2025, what was really revealed throughout that year of the snake. It's like someone here is like really awakened to, in this, put yourself where you go. This could be someone that you're dealing with if you don't resonate with this energy. But someone is really awakening to, themselves within their own life. Okay, it's like the glasses come off, Have I been sleepwalking through my own life? Like the questions that arise once you start seeing your reality for what it is. Not that it's changed in any way, not that the things around have completely changed, but it's like you've changed or somebody has changed. There's a lot here regarding psychic abilities, intuitiveness, and something that, may have been revealed to somebody here regarding another. Summer can often feel like that short-lived season, can't it? But it's always good times. It's quite sociable, and it's, when the sun's out, sun's out, guns out. You could have some good guns. Maybe not the shooting kind, I'm talking the muscle kind. However, someone could have a good gun. But summertime, you could really be stepping more into a season of life that just makes you feel happy, makes you feel like being out and about for who you truly are and your true nature here. With the moon, like those cycles that occur with the moon every day, every week, every month, every year. The moon is constantly influxing in its size and then decreasing again. This moon is full. Something may have really occurred over that last full moon for you that, really climaxed and heightened things within you or within another here. What do we have at the bottom? Grief. There may have been some sadness in the things that you've had to let go, Sag. And you may still be processing those things that you have let go. And but life has really picked up the pace. Like, universe has picked up the pace energetically with all these planetary movements that have been going on. There's so much that's done through technology these days as well. It's, keeping up with it all. But we are in a very innovative era where things are bound to change, and it's adjusting to those changes. Do we have to become technology itself? No, we don't have to. We've got Exile at the bottom of the deck, and we've got the Seeker here. You may have been removed from a group, or you've been shut out from something. But it's like there's a yearning for wanting to know more, for more knowledge, for expanding your awareness and your horizons. That moon energy again too. The moon is feminine energy. I'm also getting like the glass ball, very much like this ball. And if you move it this way, labyrinth energy, isn't it? There's a lot that's revealed within the ball. What is the fairy guidance? That banging is starting to really piss me off. And it's because I've opened the house right up. There's a nice, lovely breeze coming through. I'm going to pause a sec. Hang on. That is better. There's let go. That wanted to come out pretty quickly. It's like there's great transformation that comes from endings. And I feel like something has really ended for someone. And there's a real need to let go. To let go. She's sitting up here in a little nest. It's about that nurturing. It's like someone sitting in admiration for someone else, in awe of, how did you do that? How did you fly there? Someone could be admiring yourself, or you could be admiring somebody. As you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly attracts your desires. Is there any other message for Sag here? Everything's okay. don't worry, it's all working out in a beautiful way. And pregnancy. The birth of a child brings great blessings to you and the world. That one was in the reverse here. Maybe there, as I said in other readings, it's quite like, it's quite specific message with the pregnancy here. It's like you may desire to have a child, or you may desire to grow something in your life that, hasn't quite happened yet. But the Fae is saying everything's okay, because everything is working out in a beautiful way for you. Let's check in on your current energy, Sag. How are you feeling? How are you feeling in your life? Got the High Priestess. We've got the, is she a page? Yeah, Page of Drinks in the reverse. And we've got the Wheel. Someone here could have a, like a vintage fashion going on. But you're someone who's, baby, you're so classic. Someone who's really classic. In the way that they make their moves, the way that they team with that, team with their theme. You could be a Kath and Kim fan, but it's like, she's really thought out that outfit, matching red shoes to her top and the polka dots and the gloves. Let's bring back gloves, like high gloves. Come on. Yes. But you could love an op shop. You could be quite the op shopper. You're also someone that, you may not look how you are feeling inside as well. Especially if you are, seeking out, different knowledges that others, not the mundane here. It's like someone's been really sensing something. There could be a lot of silence between, someone else here. That could also come down to just like an unopenness to connect at times, or the way that maybe you used to connect was through having a drink, through having good times, Oktoberfest. October could have been a significant month. But it's like this could even be, look what she's wearing. Look what she's wearing. Very different outfits here. One's like quite revealing, and one's leads a little more to the imagination, doesn't it? Not to say like Oktoberfest dresses are great. I do have one myself. But it's like someone's, maybe just lacking a little emotional validation for themselves in, this old version. You could be very hard on yourself for maybe the choices that you've made, or the way you used to put yourself out there at different times to others. But yeah, with the appearance of the Wheel here, it's like new opportunities, but it's needing to be vulnerable enough to be open to these new opportunities when they come in. And with the High Priestess watching over this, it's like you could even be aware when you are self-sabotaging at different times as well. Some of you, this could be to do with another person. As I said, this doesn't have to be particularly all about yourself here. Could feel held back by opportunities based on someone else's emotions. This could be someone younger than you, or if not younger, just someone that's, it's a lot younger in their maturity levels to you. $777 could be your number. But this is Sagittarius energy with the Wheel here, so I do love that has showed up. Where are all these feelings coming from? What are the messages for Sag here? We'll give them a bit of a shuffle. What are we dealing with here, Spirit, please? Ten of Abundance. Heaven has provided so many blessings. Your family members are bonded and working together. The children are provided for, and a comfortable retirement will one day come along. You've taught your family the grace that comes from knowing right from wrong, and you should be very proud. Okay, could have come from, like this could be representing your own family. This could be the family that you grew up with. What is this? What is this for Sag here? What is the Ten of Abundance? Got a win-win solution. There's strength in diversity. By blending the ideas of other people with your own, you can often come up with a solution that's magnificent. Start by focusing on the aspects that everyone agrees upon, and then open your mind to compromise and working together. Stay balanced and seek out a moderate approach. Then we've got the Two of Thought. Your angels have noticed that you're not moving forward. You have multiple options that you're reviewing, and you seem to be unable to choose. Ask your angels for a sign as to what direction to take, or just listen to your own inner voice. Deep down, you know what to do. This is kind of really giving, like you could have, and this may not be for everybody, so, take it or leave it, whatever does. But it's like you could have a family that has had a family business. Maybe you have been a part of, or been, you've been G'd up your whole life that you are going to take over this business at one point once you hit the age. This could also be something that maybe you are intuitively feeling like it isn't you. And that doesn't have to be. That's completely natural feelings to have. We're all different people and we all want different things. It could be something that was like left over from a grandparent that your parents have done, and now it's like it's becoming your turn. But with this win-win solution being in the reverse when it jumped out, it's like, maybe you're wanting to bring some diversity into something that has been very structured for some time within whatever this is. It's going to be different for you all. And there hasn't been a lot of collaboration or openness to your innovation and your ideas, which could, in sense, be like having you almost blocking your own intuition. Not so much blocking that, but suppressing your own ideas and dreams here. Based on, this other people not seeing you for who you truly are. But like with this, like Spirit is definitely giving that message that, you know the things that you are drawn to and that you want to achieve. And it's just a matter of like coming back to yourself and finding your voice here, Sach. I'm going to jump to some Rider-Waite. Where is it? So what are the messages that Sagittarius needs to know regarding these things? Here we got the Queen of Swords and the Five of Cups here. There's something about honestly expressing your disappointment with something. Or for the times you've allowed yourself to feel disappointed over, people not wanting to work with you in some way or collaborate with you, or, even just to acknowledge your feelings within things that you are being told no about. And the way it's delivered, like, it's just, there's not a lot of emotion behind it. It might be, being honest and, it's for your own good. but it's hurtful in some way here. What is Sag's advice with all this? We've got the big bad boy here, the devil, and the Knight of Pentacles. It could feel like the progress that you make is really slow, and based on something really restricting you in some way, or a tie, like a soul attachment, even like there's some attachment to something that makes you feel like you're getting nowhere at times. He does move very slowly. This could be an earth sign that you're dealing with if this isn't your energy. But it's like even, sometimes you could feel like you're no match with the thing that is governing everybody else, or you could feel like governing you in some way. There's always an ability to overcome it. What is the Knight of Pentacles here? Yeah, we've got the Queen of Cups reversed. Five of Cups wanted to come out. A lot to do with emotions here. Yeah, she's a very deep queen. Highly sensitive to her emotional environment and has a lot of emotional awareness too. But in the reverse, that can be quite emotionally manipulating, overly sensitive, and a little jealous, broody, moody. It's also like is someone that won't say. You're just expected to know. But I mean, this could also be representing your own feelings in something, and something is heartbreaking, something hurts. Something is not being receptive, and it's leading to this feeling of like, all hope is gone, all hope is lost. Like, all I can look at are these fucking spilt cups. But like there's these ones. There is these ones here. And it's like if you had the opportunity to turn your head and to see them, it'd be like, oh, there's still some left. There is hope left. There is something that is, mutual here with these two cups. I'm getting a really itchy nose this reading. So how do we overcome this? Someone could be dealing with a Scorpio, but it's like there's something that needs to change here. And it's got to do with like, there's a lot of people here fighting over what? What are they fucking fighting over? Air? Fighting over nothing. My stick's bigger. No, mine is. Like something here that is like limiting the idea of something ever changing. And it's because no one will just put the stick down and be like, oh, they're all actually off the same tree. They're all the same size. They've all, got an opportunity to grow something with their own stick here. And it's like the more that we suppress change happening, like the more the universe brings in those things that make us very uncomfortable. It could be very evident other people's lack of desire to change and to just continue to fight, to battle it out over their air. That is attainable to us all, always. You could be on the move soon. Someone is finding their courage here. It could be like an impulsive decision that's coming up, or impulsive need to change, to move in a new direction. What is this? Could be a lack of, lack of money, lack of funds, lack of, being around those that are present and understanding of what you want to invest in at this time. because there's a lack of investment from whatever this is into you. 3 Cups. Looking at the relationships in your life, are they mutual? Are they receptive? Are they cheering for you? Are they supportive of you and your growth? So at the moment, you're really lacking confidence here. This is going quite long, Sag, so I'm going to wrap it up. But let's get you some closing heartfelt guidance from your angels. What does Sag need to know to get past this? Spiritual growth, music in the reverse here. It's like you are growing, you have changed, something within you has expanded in your awareness, in your self-development, in your trust with your spiritual path. You could be around a lot of people that don't, aren't open to it. And that is fine. That is completely fine. We're not all here to experience and do the same things. But that doesn't mean just because someone else isn't doing something that we stop, that we don't do that because it's not. The rest of the crowd's not doing it? No. You really need to, someone who's really needing to trust themselves in the process. Coming back to that little rosebud and being like, okay, I'm stepping out in a new journey where the water is much deeper, and it is. And it can be overwhelming when you are going through spiritual transformation and that there is no one to fucking talk about it with. Or you get labeled cray cray. So it's like with this music card, there's something very important about what you are absorbing in, what you're taking in through, other people's words, what you're listening to, what you're surrounding yourself in. I would highly suggest listening to sound vibration frequencies. Even listening to, while it's good to find a sad song that kind of resonates with how we're feeling, like sometimes that can almost, keep us in that. There's something about really needing to uplift yourself by what it is that you are taking in at this time. And fine-tuning your self-worth to a point where whatever is going on around you, it's where it's kind of sitting because you are grounded within yourself in some way. I'm going to close this one out, Sag. I hope it was helpful. If you enjoyed it, if it resonated, please like and subscribe to Following the Signs, and I'll see you in the next one.